Okay, so I'm recording this video again because the first time I recorded, OBS didn't want to upload it after I finished making a 20-minute breakdown. So we're gonna do it again. I started off talking about how cursed this card is. 7 fights have been cancelled. Around 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Billy Ray Goff versus Adam Fuger was actually going to be a really good fight. Dominic Cruz's retirement was going to be on this. Now Rob Font's fighting a young up-and-comer. Curtis Blades' bout got rescheduled. Islam Dulatov was going to make his debut on here. And Barboza versus Steve Garcia was going to be a crazy fight, also got cancelled. And Kellen Vieira versus Macy Chiasson was also pulled. Macy Chiasson actually has pretty good fights. But regardless, let's get into what we do have. And what we do have is Modestas Bukauskas versus Rafael Cerqueira. I think Bukauskas is going to win this fight. Rafael, isn't too bad, but I feel like he was a bit of a can crusher. You see his performance when he fights someone who's actually going to fight back. He got destroyed in immediately by Prateria. Both of these guys have lost to Prateria. Oh, no, sorry. No. Rafael did not lose to Prateria. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. He lost to Aslan. Sorry. Sorry, I'm getting my big brutes at light heavyweight mixed up. No, he didn't lose. One of them lost to Aslan. One of them lost to Prateria. Petrino. Not Prateria. Yeah, I'm going to go with Bukauskas. He's had some good wins. He lost to Petrino, but, Petrino, while he's on a bit of a skid, he is still a pretty decent fighter, powerful guy. But yeah, I think Bukauskas can put on a bit of a veteran performance here. Over Rafael, who looked awful in his debut. Didn't look ready for the UFC, in my opinion. Then we have Nick Klein versus Mansour Abdul Malik. Nick Klein looks very good on Dana White Contender Series. Got an upset performance, short notice. Mansour Abdul Malik has already made his debut. He beat the Serbian Dasko Todorovic. Also beat Wes Schultz. Very athletic guy. That's one thing I'll say about Mansour. Very athletic, very powerful, very strong guy. He seems like he's going to have a big athleticism and big power and big strength advantage over Nick Klein. I think Nick Klein's probably got the better cardio over Mansour. But again, we don't know too much about Mansour. Mansour could have amazing cardio for all we know. But I'm going to go with Nick Klein. No, I'm not going to go with Nick Klein. I'm going to go with Mansour Abdul Malik to finish him early. He's been chinned a couple times. He seems pretty tough. His last knockout loss was in the 3rd round, but he also got chinned on the amateurs. What that tells me is that he is chinnable. He's not going to be some guy who has some crazy granite chin. I think Mansour can definitely chin him. So I'm going to take Mansour. Not a hot take. He is a heavy favorite in this fight. But yeah, I'm going to Mansour Abdul Malik to get this one done. Then we have Ricky Simone versus Javid Basharat. I'm going Javid Basharat here. He lost to Zahabi, but Zahabi is a loss that is aging pretty well because Zahabi's beat Pedro Munoz. He's ranked. He's on a crazy streak. He's on the career run of his lifetime. Ricky Simone is a pretty decent fighter as well. He beat Merab. He shouldn't have beat Merab, really, because Merab survived to the final bell, but they did make it a TKO because he did choke him unconscious, but he just kept waking up. Ricky Simone's on a 3-fight losing streak against pretty good guys. Vinicius Oliveira, Mario Batista, and he also lost to Song Yadong. So not bad guys at all. But I like Javid Basharat here. He's got good striking, very good takedown defense and grappling defense from what I've seen. I think he'll be able to piece up Ricky Simone to get this one done, probably by decision. Then we have Nasultan Ruzabayev versus Eric Mikoniko, or yeah, I'm going to say Mikoniko. Let's just say that. I think Ruzabayev is probably going to end up catching him, to be honest with you. Eric is 34 years old. It's a weird signing. I guess it's just a short notice fight they put together, but it's such a random fight. 34 years of age, Dana always says we're not looking for 35-year-old contenders and all this stuff. Well, we've signed one. He hasn't been great levels of comp. He seems to be a grappler. He's a light heavyweight. He's fought at light heavyweight, but he was scheduled to fight at middleweight, so I don't think weight will be a problem, but I do think Nasultan will probably have the better weight cut at middleweight. He's a big, long guy, is Nasultan. Eric seems to be a grappler as opposed to a striker. I think Nasultan will eventually find the chin of Eric and put him out. So I'm going to Nasultan Ruzbayev. Then we have Ion Kutalaba versus Ibo Aslan. I like Ibo Aslan to get this one done by KO. Ion Kutalaba's coming off a win, but his chin seems to be going. He's been put out a few times now. I think Aslan will come forward and eventually find that chin. And yeah, that's how I'm going to go. Aslan's a bit of a beast. Let's just say that. Guy's a brute. His last fight against Rafael, who's on this card, 50-second KO. Knocked out Anton Tricali, who was the only person to beat him. He's just a knockout machine. So many knockouts. Beat Robert Valentin as well, who's in the UFC. I think he's fighting... Therese Finney. So, yeah, I like him to get this one done. I'm going to go with Aslan by KO over Ion Kutalaba. Then we have Andre Fili versus Mel Quizel Costa. These fucking names are killing me, man. Fuck, what are they doing to me? I'm going to go Andre Fili to beat Costa. Costa is a good fighter, to be fair to him. We've seen him get chinned before. Steve Garcia is pretty good, though. Andre Fili got chinned as well 2 fights ago by Dan Ige, but Dan Ige is the unranked killer. He just destroys every unranked guy who he ever fights. So I like Andre Fili to eventually find the chin of Costa. I think he's a better striker. I think his takedown defense is good enough to eventually knock him out. Then we have Alonzo Manifield versus Julius Walker. Now, this isn't the only reason I'm picking him, but Julius Walker follows me on Twitter. So, real recognizes real. Shout out Julius Walker. I'm going to go with Julius Walker because I think Manifield's a bit washed. He's taken a lot of damage coming off 2 knockout losses, while Walker has an 81-inch reach, 6'4", seems to be a very good grappler, has some striking as well, long reach, so even if he isn't a great striker, he's going to be able to find shots on Manifield. He's going to have the takedown for it, will open up his striking even more. He's 12 years younger, seems very athletic, seems like a very good prospect, and I think he's going to be able to knock out Manifield on the ground. Maybe knock him down, but I think he'll eventually get on top of him, and I think he'll beat him with ground and pound. So I'm going to go Julius Walker. Get the underdog victory here. Then we have Gene Silva versus Melsik Bagdasarian. I'm going to go with Gene Silva to get this one done. I like Gene Silva. Now, Melsik, I'm a fan of Melsik. I actually watched him lose right in front of me at UFC 284 to Josh Kleber. Seen him get dropped and choked out. But Melsik is a fun fighter. Very fun to watch. Both very good strikers here. Potential to be a boring fight, to be honest with you guys. There is a potential of that. But Gene Silva seems to push forward. He always seems to go for knockouts. Has a good style. Entertaining. And he chinned Charles Jourdain. Jourdain's never been chinned. He didn't knock out Drew Dober, but he did finish him by just battering Drew Dober. That's an impressive performance. And then he beat Weston Wilson, whatever. But he also beat Kevin Valhas, which is also a very good win to have. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Gene Silva. Because I think that Valhas win will age like wine. Because Valhas is a very good prospect out of Argentina. Then we have Rob Font versus Gene Masamuto. I don't understand this line at all. I'm just going to put that out there. Rob Font is much better than Gene Masamuto at this point in his career. I know there's a big age difference, which you could say, well, you think Manifield's going to lose because he's 12 years older. That's not the only reason why. Rob Font's still good. He beat Kyler Phillips' last fight. Gene Masamuto, I don't think he's all that. I know he's undefeated. I understand that's probably why he's a bit of a favourite. But, he was losing to Dan Argueta until he caught him in a sub. And then he arguably lost to Brad Katona. And I don't rate Brad Katona at all. Speaking of Brad Katona, there he is. I really don't rate Brad Katona. He didn't look good against Jesse Butler in his comeback win. I think Masamuto could have lost that. I arguably thought he did lose that. I think Rob Font is going to put on a bit of a veteran performance here. He's going to teach him a lesson. G Masamuto can be good one day. He's still very young, but at this point, I think this is a step way too soon. Short notice as well. He was meant to fight next month against... Who is he meant to fight, actually? I think Chris Gutierrez. Even Chris Gutierrez was, in my opinion, a step too far for him at this point. Also, like this is a 140 catchweight. I think that benefits Rob Font here. He's a much bigger guy, taller. You know, he looks big for the weight class. That's going to probably help his chin here. Masamuto is a bit of a grappler. Has some striking, but I think Rob Font is going to just batter him on the feet. And he's got good takedown defense. I know he got taken down by Corey Sandhagen, but Sandhagen actually does have some good wrestling at this point in his career. So yeah, I'm going to go Rob Font. Then we have the co-main event, Brendan Allen versus Anthony Hernandez. I'm going Anthony Hernandez. Firstly, they've already fought before and Hernandez destroyed him then. I think Hernandez has actually improved more than Brendan Allen since that fight. And he dominated him then, but now I think his striking's a lot better, his grappling's better. I think he could chin Brendan Allen on the feet, or he just dominates him on the ground. I think he can win this fight wherever. I don't think Brendan Allen has amazing cardio either. 3-rounder, I think Hernandez is just going to go balls to the wall here, just put a massive pace on him, and I think he's eventually going to beat Brendan Allen and finish him. So yeah, I really like Fluffy Hernandez here. I'm a big fan. Once this fight happens, give him Izzy. Do Israel Adesanya versus Anthony Hernandez. You know, this is the thing. People are all calling for Sean Strickland versus Israel Adesanya too. No, we're not doing that fight. He's 1-4 in his last 5. Izzy doesn't get a step up when he's 1-4. 3 of those losses are by finish. I don't care if he was a long reigning champion. He's got to fight guys coming in at this point. I mean, he literally lost to Marvov. You don't reward him by giving him Strickland. That fight doesn't happen. And also, you probably don't want to do that fight because Strickland will probably just dominate him again. You at least want to build some guys up if you're going to keep the guy fighting. And I think Anthony Hernandez will beat Brendan Allen. And if you don't do him versus Izzy, do him versus Jared Cannonier. I think that'd be a good fight. Much younger guy than Jared Cannonier at this point. There's a 10-year difference between them. I think that'd be a good fight. I honestly do. And I really rate Anthony Hernandez. I think Hernandez is going to put a performance on Brendan Allen. Big fan of Fluffy. Love his style. Dominated Michelle Pahea. So yeah, if he wins this, you either give him Izzy or Jared Cannonier next. I don't want to hear no Izzy versus Strickland rematch. Then we have the main event, Henry Cejudo versus Yadong Song. I really want Henry Cejudo to win, but I've got to go with Song Yadong. Great takedown defense, athletic, much younger as well. Like both of these guys debuted in I think 2013, 2014, but there is like an 11-year age difference between them. Song Yadong's younger, more athletic, bigger for the weight class. He's strong, powerful. I think he's going to catch Henry Cejudo and put him out, probably with like an uppercut or something. Cejudo doesn't really use his grappling either. He's a wrestler, he's an Olympic wrestler, but his style is more of just like a karate stance striker. And I think eventually he's going to get this one done by finish over Cejudo. I think Song Yadong is going to eventually catch him and put him out. Maybe not out cold, but I think he will get a TKO, which is going to be a shame because I really am a big fan of Triple C, but I think Song Yadong's going to win. But anyway, this card lost a lot of fights, but it should have some pretty good performances. Hopefully this video fucking records this time because that was really annoying. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Sorry it's so rushed, but yeah, I just want to get this over and done with. Second time. I don't want to do it again. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Make sure you guys subscribe. And yeah, let's look forward to a good card. Thanks for watching.